Welcome to the ultimate 2026 entertainment guide. This year has delivered a strong mix of high-quality storytelling across both cinema and streaming platforms, combining long-awaited continuations with ambitious new projects. From grounded crime dramas and psychological thrillers to large-scale sci-fi adventures and fantasy epics, the current landscape offers something for every type of viewer. This list highlights 10 essential movies and series that are defining the year with compelling narratives and strong execution.
What do you see? What do you feel? Feel this moment.
I wouldn't die for an insurance company. Get in. There's water in the trunk.
Worked at the same company for 11 years. You're a VP when you should be a partner. Those high-value items your company insures.
At number 10, we have Crime 101. It is a crime thriller film directed by Bart Layton. The story follows a pattern of precise jewel thefts taking place along the Pacific Coast Highway, initially dismissed as cartel activity. But things begin to change when a seasoned detective notices a consistent method that suggests a single, highly disciplined thief. As the investigation deepens, the pursuit turns into a calculated game of patience and strategy between two equally focused individuals. The narrative emphasizes detail, timing, and restraint rather than spectacle, creating a grounded and immersive experience. The film explores themes of obsession, discipline, and the psychological toll of pursuit. It got an IMDb rating of 7 and is available on Prime Video.
Its first iteration of Compound V. If Homelander got his hands on some, he'd be immortal.
At number 9, we have The Boys Season 5. It is a superhero drama series created by Eric Kripke. The story follows Billy Butcher and his team as they continue their mission against corrupt superheroes. But the situation escalates when Homelander's influence begins to dominate the political system. As control shifts further toward authoritarian power, the group is forced into a final and desperate resistance. The narrative becomes more intense as alliances weaken and personal sacrifices increase. The series balances action with deeper character exploration, showing the cost of prolonged conflict. It explores themes of power, corruption, and moral compromise. It got an IMDb rating of 8.6 and is available on Prime Video.
You have a doctorate in molecular biology. I need you to come with us. This is Project Hail Mary. The sun is not the only star dying. Every star was infected by its neighbor, except one.
Why?
We don't know.
Which is why we built a ship to go there and find out.
At number 8, we have Project Hail Mary. It is a science fiction film directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. The story follows a scientist who wakes up alone on a spacecraft without memory. But things shift when he realizes he is humanity's last hope to prevent a global extinction event. As fragments of his memory return, he begins to understand the scale of his mission. The narrative evolves further when he forms an unexpected alliance with an alien intelligence, leading to a collaborative effort to solve an impossible problem. The film blends scientific concepts with emotional storytelling. It explores themes of survival, cooperation, and discovery. It got an IMDb rating of 8.5 and is currently in cinemas.
Hey? In Mexico?
At number 7, we have Euphoria Season 3. It is a drama series created by Sam Levinson. The story follows Rue as she moves into adulthood, attempting to maintain stability after years of personal struggle. But things begin to change when the realities of independence and unresolved trauma begin to surface. As her circle of friends navigates their own paths, their connections evolve under pressure. The narrative focuses on the long-term consequences of earlier choices, presented through a visually stylized approach. The series maintains its identity while shifting toward a more grounded tone. It explores themes of identity, recovery, and emotional resilience. It got an IMDb rating of 8.2 and is available on HBO Max.
You live in a house haunted with ghosts of people who died because of you.
At number 6, we have Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man. It is a historical crime drama film written by Stephen Knight. The story follows Tommy Shelby during the World War II era, navigating a more complex and dangerous global landscape. But the situation escalates when a hidden threat forces him to mobilize his entire network. As political tensions rise, the stakes extend beyond personal power into national survival. The narrative builds toward a final confrontation that reflects years of decisions and consequences. The film delivers a conclusion that aligns with the tone of the series. It explores themes of legacy, control, and inevitability. It got an IMDb rating of 7 and is available on Netflix. At number 5, we have A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. It is a fantasy adventure series created by Ira Parker. The story follows a traveling knight and his young squire across a recovering kingdom, but their journey becomes more complex when they enter a political environment shaped by past conflicts. As they encounter different regions and characters, the narrative reveals the realities of life beyond royal courts. The story remains focused on personal honor and small-scale conflicts rather than large wars. The series builds a grounded perspective within a familiar world. It explores themes of loyalty, identity, and morality. It got an IMDb rating of 8.7 and is available on HBO Max.
How long?
You been out? Day and a half?
Have you tried making a distress signal? Or a bigger fire?
You ever hunt? I think I like it.
At number 4, we have Send Help. It is a survival thriller film directed by Sam Raimi. The story follows 2 survivors of a plane crash stranded on an isolated island, but tension begins to rise when their conflicting personalities create instability. As resources become limited, their cooperation starts to break down. The environment itself becomes a constant challenge, forcing them into difficult decisions. The narrative blends suspense with moments of dark humor, maintaining unpredictability throughout. The film focuses on human behavior under extreme pressure. It explores themes of control, survival, and psychological conflict. It got an IMDb rating of 7.2 and is available to rent on Prime Video.
You hurt?
I'm pissed.
At number 3, we have Daredevil, Born Again Season 2. It is a superhero crime series created by Dario Scardapane. The story follows Matt Murdock as he continues his dual life as a lawyer and vigilante, but the balance shifts when Wilson Fisk gains greater political power. As legal systems begin to fail, Matt is forced to reconsider his methods. The narrative builds tension through both courtroom drama and street-level conflict. Action sequences are supported by strong character development. The series maintains a grounded tone within a larger universe. It explores themes of justice, morality, and identity. It got an IMDb rating of 8 and is available on Disney+.
Trying to predict the future is a discouraging and hazardous occupation.
At number 2, we have 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. It is a post-apocalyptic horror film directed by Danny Boyle. The story follows a community that has adapted to life decades after a viral outbreak. But things begin to change when a new evolution of the infection is discovered. As the truth unfolds, it challenges everything the survivors believe about safety and control. The narrative shifts between survival tension and philosophical reflection. The environment plays a major role in shaping the tone. The film builds a sense of unease without relying on traditional horror techniques. It explores themes of evolution, belief, and human endurance. It got an IMDb rating of 7.4 and is available on Netflix.
This is escalating out of our hands. The Empire will want answers.
At number 1, we have Star Wars, Maul, Shadow Lord. It is a sci-fi action series created by Dave Filoni. The story follows Maul as he establishes control over the criminal underworld, but his path becomes more complex when past conflict begin to influence his decisions. As he builds alliances and faces opposition, his internal struggle remains constant. The narrative focuses on character depth alongside large-scale world-building. The series presents a darker perspective within a familiar universe. Action and storytelling remain balanced throughout. It explores themes of revenge, power, and identity. It got an IMDb rating of 8.5 and is available on Disney+. That concludes this ranking of the best movies and series to watch in 2026. This list combines different genres and storytelling styles to help you find content that stands out in a crowded landscape. Each title offers a distinct experience, whether you prefer grounded drama or large-scale spectacle.